Big Bad Iga, wild on tour, but she loses on a let court. Ouch. As always, this coverage is brought to you via the Doctrine of Fair Use of Fair Dealing in the Digital Millennium Act. Now, I started calling Iga Big Bad Iga because she was just dominating the tour, and I just felt no one could compete with her. But today, Amanda Anisimova rises to the occasion as she gets the win in straight sets. Overall, I felt Iga's footwork, her backhand would be a little too much for Amanda. But no, she proved the world wrong as she heads to her second semifinal back-to-back. That's right, guys, when we're talking about slams. She made the Wimbledon final against Iga, and she gets revenge here today. She won this title as a junior. That's right, guys. We saw her beat Coco, and now she's got a chance to face what I've been saying for a very long time, the two best ball strikers on tour when it comes to form, technique, Osaka, and this woman right here, Amanda Anisimova. She's back, guys. Now, I left her off of my top 10 American list. Go watch the video. I gave you the reasons why. I felt physically, when it comes to her game, she's always been a great player. I felt just like Osaka, it was a mental challenge. And right now, she's in a beautiful place. The leave away from the game proved to be just miraculous if she's back to where she belongs when it comes to tennis, and especially American tennis. Let's be honest, guys. America's running this thing. And congratulations, Amanda gets the win, but she won on a let court. Now, I'm going to say that's probably a tough way to lose. I don't know if that's a tough way to win. I mean, I guess we'll take the win. I mean, give the point back if you don't want the win. So she couldn't believe it. She apologized, but Iga was upset. Did you see Iga? She could not believe it. Now, listen, I wanted to see a deuce. I wanted to see how Iga Swiatek would respond down a break, trying to get back on serve. Iga's like Coco, the number one and number two defenders on tour. When their back is against the wall, they really do some amazing things on defense. Look, let's go back to Arena Sabalenka when Coco won the U.S. Let's go back to Kinwin when Coco won the WTA finals. When their backs are against the wall and they're down a set, they do some amazing things. Now, Iga, if you didn't watch this match, she broke to begin the second set. She was up a break and serving. If you took a close look at Amanda's facial expressions after getting broken, it looked like she wanted to cry. But this is the difference of the old Amanda a few years ago and the Amanda Anisimova now. She gathered her thoughts mentally. She didn't cry. She held it in, and she realized, look, it's a long match. I'm up a set. I'm only down a break, and I'm serving first. If I get the break back and hold, the pressure's back on Iga Swiatek, and she did exactly that. Congratulations to Amanda. Tough way to lose for Iga. I feel for her, but look, last I counted, she's got 1, 2, 3, 4. She's got 5 slams. She's got nothing to worry about. Congratulations. Amanda moves on to the semifinal. I want to see a match between Osaka and Amanda. I think Osaka wins that easily. I think Osaka gets to the final. And I think Osaka wins this thing. But there's only one lady standing in her way. That's Karolina Mukova. It's going to be a tough match. She's going to make Osaka work. But I think Osaka wins this tournament if she gets past Mukova. Now, Amanda, she won her first serves in play. Second serves won. 23 winners to 13. The break points, she stepped up big when she needed to. And she's moving on. I couldn't be happy for her. She deserves it, guys, especially beating Iga. Look, that's a great win. I don't think Iga played her best. If I had to rate Iga's performance, I'd say she probably played a C. She didn't play aggressive until she needed to. But by then, it was too late, ladies and gentlemen. Now, we talk about the format for these slams, right? Best of 5 for the men, best of 3 for the ladies. I feel overall, and we had this discussion before on the channel, I think the ladies format should stay at it as it is, but the only argument is if you have a player that starts off slow, maybe a bad warm-up, a little sluggish, the match could be over before you know it. Whereas on the men's side, the best of 5, there's a good chance the player that deserves to move on is the player that's moving on. 5 sets, potentially, the better player is going to win that, right? Whereas the ladies, the match is so short. If you start off sluggish, the match could be over before you know it, right? But, however, the other argument to that is, have you ever sat in a chair for, what about that French Open match between Alcaraz and Sinner? You ever sat in a chair in an arena for 5-6 hours? That's uncomfortable. Now, during that match, I literally went shopping, grocery shopping, came home, cooked dinner. The match was still on after watching the first 2 sets. That was a very long match. Very entertaining, right? And I felt Carlos Alcaraz, he should have lost that French Open. I mean, Sinner had that match. He had how many match points? But I felt the better player won. Carlos deserved to win. So what do you guys think? Do you like the format? I know we've had this discussion in the past. Do you like the format for the ladies? Should they move to a best of 5? Are we dealing with stamina issues? Are we dealing with athletic ability issues? Is it just too long of a match for the ladies to play? I don't know. I think they could definitely do it. And I think, take a look like Coco for someone. Coco's the most athletic player on tour without a doubt. If the ladies move to and they used to, right? And we know how that went. But if they move to a best of 5 format now, who would beat Coco? She's got the best stamina on tour. Who would beat her? So what do you guys think? I don't know. Just food for thought. Tennis in a minute. Congratulations. Amanda wins. Osaka Mukova up next.